Hey everyone, welcome back to Ivy's Gaming. We are doing Timberborn playthrough. This is a raw playthrough, so this is the first time I've ever played the game. We're on cycle 31, day 1, so we're about 30 cycles into this playthrough. You can see we're starting some pretty big projects here. We're tapping into this bad water source. We are probably going to reroute some of the river through here just to generate this power. We're not really generating all that much power. I don't really want to put water wheels down this waterway. I would rather have it like overflow into here and then go this way. So this may end up being something similar to what we've done in other areas where, you know, we'll let it back up until we get like a full thing. But for the most part, we would prefer it going this way. So there's some work we have to do there. You can see in the background, we are starting our dam. That's getting up there. It's growing. We have towers, gravity batteries. The one thing we've really been struggling with is gears. And hopefully some of this industry that we're working on will help us with that. That's where we are. So let's get in. Let's get stuck in. Let's see. Water's coming in. This is open. Did I open both? Open that. Yes. So when water flows, we're going to get all this water in. This is coming in. We are eventually going to tap this as well. The plan will be just to close it. Like we don't really need that extra water. I don't think that there's a whole lot that comes through. I definitely don't want to put any gross water in with any of our good water. But yeah, for now, we'll just let it go and let it do its own thing. Also, last time, we made sure that we have all of our factories are running off of bots. So we have that in place. All bots and factories. Our beavers are working on just agriculture. They are doing logging and forestry, but I consider that agriculture. So that's what the beavers are working on. We have some really nice roads that are in place, so they can pretty much get everywhere. And we are planning this out. We're getting power running through here and reroute it. We've asked them to do this and get these potatoes out of the way. I think that's a high priority. Yes. So that's high priority. We already have this dam in place. So that's really good. Floodgate. And when they eventually get down to here, they'll take this out. They'll take this out. And that is going to route our water through here. It's going to go through here, just making all this green, and then it'll come back around here. I mean, ideally, I'd like to get to where we're not shunting any water off the map. So this may be, you know, we dynamite this in a little bit. We let it flow to the end here. How low can we go? One more. So we could dynamite some of this out. This is just a reservoir. It sits there. We pump it up here. It flows along this path, and then it'll go into here. So we're going to try to get to where we can recycle water. What that also means is we have to have a plan in place for a bad tide, which this that I've built is not really conducive for a bad tide, and that's okay. I wanted to see just how far this water will go. Like, will it go all the way up this wall before it spills over? That's really just what I'm doing here. This is an experiment. Like I said, this is my first time playing this game, so there's a lot that I'm still learning as I do this. All right. We also, last time, we sunk our warehouses. So these warehouses are too deep. They go into the ground, so that's really good. Did the same with these over here. They still haven't gotten to building these, and I'm not really sure why. just waiting on materials. I think it's because it's like a lower priority. I didn't make that a super high priority. Oh, and that's really exciting. Extract. So we were super low on extract. We were talking about that last time. I think part of it was we just didn't have the power that we need. But we have these bots working in these factories. They're pretty efficient. I don't know if like the efficiencies that they get from stuff helps with their working. You know, they can build at 120% plus. That's their working speed. Their movement speed is plus 80%. And that's because they're getting punch cards. They have biofuel. I don't know if this helps them in working or if that's just building. But yeah, you know, we have our bad tide here. We have biofuel there. That extract is supplying everything else. Once this actually gets full, then that'll start backing up. It's kind of like our maple syrup. We are now at a place where this is one of our maple syrup containers. That's a supply. That supply is starting to fill up. Same with this one. So like we're starting to backfill a lot of that. And I think that that's kind of what's going to happen with our gears as we continue on. We are still with bots without jobs. That's going to start impacting us because we're using so many gears, and that's what makes our limbs. So that's what's slowing down our bot production. I think what'll happen is we are caught up on building these. So that's a plus. We have built this. And they could be working, but they're not working because we don't have extract. They're going to have to... No, there is extract. I want to see... I wonder why this isn't working. Oh, it's because they're full. Like, we have to get this into place. So now here's more gears, more gears, more gears. And then they are almost done with this. I'm going to pause this for a little bit. Like, that is not super critical. I would rather get this in place so we can start getting dirt. Which that means we do have dirt. I don't know if you all remember when I did this. I accidentally took out 2 sections. I want to put dirt back in. So we are going to put dirt in. And that's going to refill that spot. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. We're struggling without those gears. We haven't put this one in yet because, again, it takes gears to build this. How many gears does it need? 100 gears. So we did add to our gear factories. You know, we have these. We could put some over here, I think. You know, we have the power. We can tie into this power at any point in time. The only thing is, like, this doesn't create a whole lot of power. I think the most I've seen here is about 700 power. And that's just because there's not a whole lot of flow through here. I almost prefer all of this water, which we've restricted this as much as we can. But I think if we add an output here, maybe we take these dams out and we fully do this with just floodgates. I don't like a manual option for that. Just like with everything else we're doing, I'd love to see them build in automation for stuff like this, where if it feels contamination, these would automatically shut. But no, they're making us do that manually. I'm gonna get rid of this. We don't need it. I want that set to obtain. And get all the logs I can here, partially because that's going to help them with this. We will eventually swap that out. Like, this is nice and all to build this out of, levees, but I'd like to see it built out of dirt. So we'll probably just destroy that at some point in time. They do need this. We still have this empty... Are you kidding me? Pause that too. Alright. That leaves us with 6 homeless beavers. I'm fine. How did I miss all these? I thought I paused all of these. Alright. So we have 12 homeless beavers. I am okay with that. They will eventually die off. 11 homeless beavers. Like, we're at a really good place. We just don't need the beavers. Like, we have 54 beavers not working. We have 17 bots not working. So, like, when we have this in place, we could easily just make this change. So now, at least that's working. I assume we're going to have another hut that's not going to have... Yeah, we're missing one there. So now we still have, 12 jobs for bots somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, a builder's hut missing one. Another builder's hut missing one. I assume it's going to be a hauling post. Yeah, this one, that hauling post there. So those are things that are going to slow us down. So we are working on gears. They're pumping those out as fast as they can. How's our power looking? We are low on power. We are waiting on this. So this is ready to go. I think I'm going to detonate that. I'm going to detonate that. And then we can put in the rest of our water wheels. Which just need logs, so... Oh, that's a shame. Well, I mean, it's not going to cause any problems there. I know we have this set up like this, but we are going to need some dynamite here. We don't need that. I think we need to do like a magic tile here in this area. We're gonna get rid of those. I think now that I'm seeing it complete here, we can make some changes to this. So we're gonna destroy those. And we're gonna destroy these. This entire thing. We're gonna put in a little bit of, well, we don't need the dynamite there. We do need this all cleared out though. We're gonna put stairs over here. I really don't think it matters where. I don't know why I'm giving that so much thought. Alright, so we're going to put a lumberjack up here. That's going to be high priority. That's going to be high priority. And this is going to be high priority. Now, the reason why is we want to get these trees out of the way. I need them moved. And then we'll make all that high priority. Clean your stuff up. Okay. So we're going to replan how this is. Once this water hits here, we're going to put in some dynamite just past these. And we're going to do it with the magic tile that makes the water flow faster. And if you're not sure what that is, that's basically what they've done here. When they put these like this, when it flows down, you get a little bit different flow and it actually speeds it up. So like this here makes it much faster than these all being the same. Let's see what beaver doesn't have anything to do in range. Well, now you do. So there we go. Good job. Man, they're fast on this. Like with having so many beavers around to do stuff. And I think we're just going to come straight across here. But now we also have dirt. Like, do we want to do that with dirt? Have they even done this? No, they haven't. That's partially my fault. We have some other high priority things that they're just working on for me in the background. Like, they should be working on that. They haven't been. And I don't know if that's partially just because the beavers are so busy. I think partially it's just because of everything else we have going on. Have they... Alright, so they've done a lot of this. Steps here. Oh. Well, that's where all our gears have been going. I had no idea that they were immediately going to work on that. It's so close to being done. We may as well let them do it. 50 gears, 40 gears. You know what? Let's pause that for now. So we have that paused, we have that paused. They are working, so they did grab the dirt. These are probably the more important things, so I think we at least get one of those prioritized, and then we'll see what else happens. They haven't done any of that yet. It's still gray. Let's see. They haven't done any of this. I really need that done. But they did clean all these out. So the idea for this was to put in that. So what we've done is we have this path here. It's all platforms. That's because we have power running underneath it. We're going to run the power here. We're going to step up. We're going to go through here. And then, I don't know if you've noticed this. I noticed it when I was checking this out. That is a straight shot. So we'll be able to come straight through here with all the power and basically bring it all the way down to here. I don't like the way this ended up. We can destroy that levee. Actually, I needed that levee. That's okay. Levees are fast and relatively cheap to build. Yeah, we put that one in here, that one in here. And then I want the single floodgate. That's been bothering me for a while, that it was wrong. So when they build those and that, which that's probably not necessary, but that means we can change these to platforms and then come down here with the power. So while we're thinking about it, oh, and they started working on, oh my goodness. Yeah, they're doing a lot of good work. We only have one robot beaver without a job. And when we get down to here, oh my god, yeah, they're building like freaking animals. That's crazy. We're going to destroy that levee. Destroy this floodgate that I've hated ever since I put it in. It was facing the wrong way for me. Alright. We're going to destroy all this. And this is a perfect opportunity to double platform. We'll put stairs here on a single platform. None of that. And then we'll make sure that this is all marked for cleanup. Okay. So what we have here is we need double, a double, a single. That puts our stairs here. And then our path. So when they redo that, that's what that's going to look like. That makes it easy for us to put in. We're just going to do 4 ways. They're 4 logs. Like, it saves us a lot of time in the future. When we decide that we need to make a change. So pretty much, instead of doing 90s, we're almost always going to put in 4 ways. All right. So this gets them up here. This is this. We can't blow this yet because we want that water. We have to get this done first. And this little beaver did all his work, so now you are done. We'll leave that for now. I need that. And then the water comes in right here. So I think we put in... We just do this just straight across, right? We want this to go faster than this, so I'm okay with having this, like, what is this, 4, 5? Yeah, 3 and 2, so 5 across there. That's okay. And I think what we'll do is it makes sense to dynamite this stuff out. We don't want that for now. Actually, we're going to put this in as levees because I want the water flowing past here. Then we put in dynamite. So now we have that 1 tile. Okay. That means we're already dropping down, so we shouldn't need levees, but we're going to put that in anyway. All right, so if we put these as a high priority, this is a high priority, that is a high priority. And we still want 2 of these paused just so the water's flowing through. Man, look at them go. All right. That was made a high priority. That was not. All right. So double, that puts our platform stairs right there. We can go to singles here. And we'll give us a little bit of room. And there we go. We just do kind of some straight paths there. And then because they're so eager to do work for us, we're going to high prioritize all that. Dynamite's pretty quick. It doesn't use any gears. We have a lot in stock, so I'm okay with making that high priority for now. How's our gears looking? We are slowly making a comeback, so that's really good. We need a tank for extract here. And let's see how that's going to look. We can put it there. Put it there. Do we need a big tank for extract? Fastest. 0.6. It's the depth that we expected. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we're still at like 600. Are we filling up these very slowly? And that's why we're working on this. We're just not at capacity, and that's kind of hurting us. When the rest of these are built in, like, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna put in. We're doing dirt for this part. And I'm doing that just so they can reach that other platform there. Does it not allow me to build road on? Yeah, it just doesn't show. Okay. Oh my. They did that. Now, so we do have this stopped because we want to keep some water in. Does this give us enough room for that? I put a floodgate. What do we? No. What do we do? Yeah, double floodgate and double dams. Okay. I mean, we do. I don't like that as much. So let's pull those out. And we're going to go one more line here. We're going to destroy this one. And we're going to destroy this one and these two. And actually this one. I don't mind doing that. It costs 1 dynamite to put that in, and that's exactly what we get back. So, if anything, we just wasted a little bit of time. All right. So we put those in. This goes across. That doesn't matter, and we can always take that out at a future date. Is that too restrictive? I mean, that's what I had before, right? Maybe we don't do that. We do it after the turn. We can always come back and change this later, so why don't we do that? We probably don't need those. We don't need that. So, and then we don't need any of those, right? Yeah, I had them do all that work, and I probably don't need it just because I changed my mind on how I'm doing this. All right. Dam, or floodgate. Dam. Yeah, because it's not really going to matter. We're still going to get all the flow coming through. We just don't want it to get backed up after it goes through this. Great. I think we do that. And yeah, we'll make that a high priority. All of it. And then we'll get that built. Actually, we build that. That'll get all this where we want it to go. And then they still haven't gotten to those. But once they have this ready, then we could just blow this at any point in time. So there we go. We are 11 days in already. Man, that's super fast. We'll be able to clean up some of this. Maybe we'll expand this once the water's not going through. It might make sense. And do we have... Yeah. And that. Once this water is no longer shunted this way, we'll be able to build this all out with dirt and take this out, and we'll be able to grow more trees here, and those lumberjacks will get to it. So I'm pretty excited about that, expanding more wood. Our wood has really been struggling. We probably need to look into another lumber yard. And partially that is because of the gears that we've just been burning through. So where would be a good place to have a forest? Maybe here. No, I'm gonna... So we irrigate this way. We can irrigate all of this. We're gonna have to have a spot where we kind of pop out. It takes 3 spots to go over and not have that. You know, we put this one in with a levee because we didn't have dirt. Now we have dirt available. So if it takes 3 spots, but then we have to do a turn, I think we need that right here. So this one we don't need. And then with our platforms going in, like that's our road. I mean, we already have these in. We can make our turn here and then get back into that. But yeah, if we open this up all the way, we would just have water flooding out of here and right down into this. Although, well, no. No, because we have to have a floodgate. Because that's keeping the height almost at 1. And the only reason why it's hitting this, then it's backing into here. So we do need a full tile. That'll just stop all that. Up and up. You know what? I'm going to hold off on all of these here until we put in the stuff that we need. So we'll just destroy those. They can do the rest of this work, and we can see what makes the most sense. So we have this. We're going to need to put in high power shaft. We put that in there. We can put a tower platform over top of it. I'm gonna put another double there. I think I'm gonna do a double, and that'll give us room for the high power shaft there. All right, so they can't reach any of this until they do some more building and some more paths. So there we go. Oh, I almost forgot the whole reason why we're doing this. If we don't put the power in now, we'd be partially screwed. I think they can build through platforms, but I'm not going to risk it. All right, so the idea is once this is built to here, we'll be able to get rid of this road because they'll be able to make that path. So we just need to back that up just a little bit. No, I actually did want to do that. Yes. And give us some dynamite in here. These are both the same level. So we don't have to worry about water there. All right, cool. All right, let's do all this high priority. All right, they'll get to that. They'll continue to work their way through here. Now that that's into place, we know we're gonna need shafts through here. So that's a given. And then put those in. Good job. Build all those. And then that's going to give us our road. And again, they just can't get to these yet. We'll do it. Oh my gosh. We already have that. So that's dirt. Extra dirt. I was thinking if we put something else up here and we start doing manufacturing of more gears, but our gears are starting to make a comeback, and that's with our limbs are exhausted. So let's see what we have going on. Okay. That's okay. They're taking their gears, they're taking their planks, they're slowly making some. We have bots with no jobs. Once I see that get up to 10, we'll move this back. And like, why are there only 5 beavers in there? What does this look like? Yeah, we are way below what we need. And part of that is because of this water that's flowing out. Like, that's a lot of flow. And, you know, we can restrict it. It'll backfill here. So that's not necessarily a problem. We are almost done with this. When we're done with that, we'll have no bad tide in here. We will have to talk about what we're doing with a bad tide when we route all this water, which who knows what's coming next. Now that thinking about that, let's get these done. Like, they are working on that, but all right, it's a drought. Whew. That's a good thing. Why is this not built yet? So we do have another tree farm. And that's not built yet either. Like, that's simple work for those guys. And when we have water flowing through here, let's see, are our trees marked for cutting? None of these are. All right, so all those are marked for cutting. We may as well cut these. Can you reach anything? You can. You're just temporary there anyway, so let's mark all these for cutting too. Trees here. We're still giving this consideration. I think we're gonna have to do basically what we did here. We put 2 dams here. That should be enough water flowing through. That's basically all the flow we have here, only it's going this way. So let's prep for that. And do I want... I don't want it... the difference between floodgates and dams. Floodgates are half open, full open, or closed. Dams keep the water back to like 0.8 of a tile. And that's really what we want flowing through here. But we only want 1 anyway. And then we may need to restrict it further when it comes in here. When we restrict it, that's fine. We just want it to be this, what we have. So 4 tiles across. We can get a little bit more flow, but I'm not really worried about that at this point in time. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, that's flowing through. We did put that in there, so that's good. Cool, those will be connected. Get that rope. There we go. We want all this done. So what building is unconnected? Are you? Guess you are. You'll be connected soon enough. So the idea is this is going to be power. Our priority. This is going to be a platform and stairs. Then we have a high power shaft. I'm going to take all of these out for now. Only because I don't know where I'm going to go across with that. These, I know where we're going across. Okay. Something we can work on while we're waiting for the drought to come along. And, you know, that's going to impact all of our stuff. We just haven't been creating enough power. So, like, we're just going to be screwed. We're in the slowdown. All of our power is starting to slow down. Oh, they can't get in there? Oh, no. Now they can. You're out of fuel. There we go. So that's connected again. Taking this road out. Let's see, we don't need that. And we'll just plant more potatoes. It kind of makes up for what we lost here. Potatoes everywhere. Oh. Oh. They finally demolished these, so we have the water flowing around here, and it goes all the way around. That's nice. Alright. As per usual, drought started. We're watching this water flowing in. There we go. Oh, they're almost done with all that scrap there, so that'll be an area we can clean out. We could build this in with dirt, and that can be more trees as well. Like I said, we do have the trees here. We're gonna put in... How far can you reach? Not very far. Okay. We're basically just moving this guy from one side to the other. Yep, we don't want that. We don't want that. Oh good, this is all done. So we can start demolishing some of this. We don't need any of those floodgates anymore. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove this to here. And just kind of check it out. That's pretty safe. That also means we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. So that gives us the potential for more trees. Plant some more oak here. I left this spot for lumberjacks. The only reason why we have them up here was to get rid of this stuff. So we're going to put in those two lumberjack flags. Make those high priority. And we're going to trash this one. So yeah, you can still get all those trees. So that used to just be scrap metal. Now it's a forest. That is protected. We can put stairs here. Because we've already kind of made that a place where we could do something like that. And Just do stairs here. We can put in 2 more levees here. We don't need them. Actually, it's 12 logs. We can just put in a single double platform. We don't need to waste 12 logs. Here we go. So when that's complete, like that's kind of a little pass through. I am very sure and very secure in what we've built here. I'm only leaving this in case we need to go down into this area. But I can take this path out all the way. And now that I'm confident in that, yeah, I mean, we lose a few blocks of, lose a few blocks of, water, but that's fine. Tell them to clean up their mess. They're not going to be able to reach all of this, so we're going to use our handy dandy trick. To get them to where they can reach that. Alright, and then we don't need any of that, so. Three days on the drought. They are cleaning that up. That's spectacular. And see, that's one of the things that I want to watch for, and that's why we clean it up when we can. Is because if we don't, they'll be running through this when it's poison water, and we just don't want that. Just 1 second. I'm gonna pause the recording for just a second. I need to help my wife with something. All right, I'm back. Cat got into a closet, made a mess. Should be good. Steps are good. We're working on that. Yeah, we just don't want them getting in the bad water, the dirty water when it's here. So that's why I have everything cleaned up. That looks good. We are growing more trees there again. They've worked on this a little bit more. Detonate that. More green. So this is going to be a great tree farm as well. Yeah. They just can't quite get here. That should be high priority. Nope. Alright. Now it is. Let's go ahead and clean up. Clean up everywhere. So while they're working on this, we have 2 days left in this drought. I was thinking about this. This area here. This gets all this area. We can even, well, we can't grow. I keep seeing this and I'm like, oh, we put potatoes here. No, there's no point in putting potatoes there because they'll just be flooded and die. But the other thing that I was thinking of is we have this path and we have all this stuff going on. We were talking about moving the grills out of the hole here and up here, which then possibly gives us room to do something else. I know I took out like the forester, so all that's not going to happen here, but I'm thinking these grills could easily move. And there's bound to be, let's see, they could go back to back. And we could just put in a fourth grill. I mean, if they're up to date. They have all their stuff cooked. Their chestnuts are grilled. Their spaghetti grilled. The only way they would be taxed and like really need to do a whole lot of work was if we suddenly got rid of all this food or built more warehouses, which is not out of the equation, but we just don't need it. With 12,000 food, we are stable. We've never dropped below. We're not really adding any more beavers. How is this one? Wait, I thought that one was turned on. I was like, how is another one turned on? I'm gonna end up just demolishing that. In fact, we're doing it now. Do we want to just do it en masse? Like, even all the stuff that's around here, we don't need any of that. They're not even really using any of this stuff because all this is closer to home, so it's easier to do it. It's easier for them to do it there. Yep, we're doing it. We are demolishing this apartment block. And that's it. We did lose some food because we had some storage there. It's not going to be necessarily a bad thing. All right, so we got rid of that block. We don't have to worry about any beavers potentially living in there. Now, we were talking about what we could do with this. We could put in more storage. And if we look at a grill, so it's set back from that. We could actually put in warehouses underneath here. And it would not be that hard for two reasons. One, we already have infrastructure for stairs right here. We just take this out. We go down to this whole way. We can put them underground. They do still need... I'm trying to think like what would be best. I was thinking that we put the grill on it like this. That's 2 spots, so for every 2 of these we have 3 grills. I was thinking the top could be the path, but then there's no way to get in to that. So it would still need to be set back. Not as far, but it would still take up this amount of space. So this whole area. And that's because the warehouses. Yeah. So we'd have to dynamite basically this whole section plus the road. And we could put in 3. Put a platform in. We just have to make sure that we don't tie into that and flood everything that's there with irrigation. I don't know if that's the most elegant solution. Like I said, we don't need to go, you know, we don't have to go this far out because we already have these built in. But that gave us stairs. We needed stairs. Now we already have them. You know, we just kind of go over, dynamite this out, dynamite this out, dynamite this whole section out. And that's it. I don't know that I want to do that. I know I want to move the grills. I don't know where makes the most sense. I'm even not happy with what we have here with all this. This just kind of happened. And they're making bread, crackers, and maple pastries. So that's 3. That's a 2x3. Let's do a quick check here. Let's just put a couple of these here, right? if we were to put a bakery, we can do a bakery, and we do 2 bakeries. So yeah, 3 bakeries would perfectly fit on 2 warehouses. Similar with grills. They're half the size, so 3 grills. There's space in the back. But we also have these medium warehouses that don't really hold much. It's not helpful. We can't cover up stairs if we're doing this. I mean, I almost don't need that. We just change a little bit of pathing there. But that's so far away. I have to walk around. That's definitely not something that we're gonna do. I know, I still am looking at this for this fountain. What do I do with these grills? I don't even really love this gristmill situation. It's not elegant. It's not. It's just kind of put there. Ingredients: wheat and cattail root. They take those and they turn them into flour. So that's like 4. I'm thinking about like a buried warehouse just for those 4 things. And the grist mills go on top of it. I don't know. I don't see a way around any of that. I do want to move the grills though. We can easily do something like that. Easiest way to get up there. So storage. I wish they were a little bit more intentional with how they made some of these building shapes. I'd love for them to fit together just a little bit more, especially when you're talking about comparing warehouses to other items. It's not great, but I still think this is like the place to put this. It's not centralized, but maybe here? Utilize some of this area. I mean, we do still have a lot of carrots coming in. It's not that we have to worry about it. You can see they haven't even harvested these, so I didn't hate the idea of that location. I just didn't want them to walk all the way around for the stuff that they're doing, using. could put them on top. That way, that way. Because these are the same size as the bakeries. So I'm thinking the bakery fits like that. But you can see side to side, the door's in a weird spot in the front instead of on the side. I mean, all this prime farmland, but now, like, we have a lot more farmland available to us. That did all evaporate and leave. We kind of expected that. Oh my gosh. They built all this. Alright, we're gonna detonate that magic tile here. So that should be fine. Put that into place. We're gonna high prioritize that and that. And we're gonna bring all this stuff off of pause. Alright, so that takes care of that. The water comes down this way, flows here. We can plan for the rest of this dirt to be put in, and that's a high priority as well. That will allow us to get some power on this backside, which I almost like better. We have a path through here. We talked about just doubling it up through here, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and get that into motion as well. We have to have that open. High priority that. It's looking good. Still thinking about those grills. The food is all stuck. Wait, no. Our raw material is all stocked. Food is all stocked here. We should uproot all this. And that's probably more than what we need to uproot. But we don't need to have storage because they're so close to all the other storage. So let's think about this. That's a little area here. How do the grills fit? Again, the grist mills I still don't like, but that's just where they are. Maybe we'll figure something else out for them in a minute. Because we do have power in this section as well. Ooh. The grill. God, they look so tiny now. We only need 3. I mean, I like them walking through the water. It's saving me a little bit on showers and Lidos. You know, we just, yeah. We'll just cover this up. There we go. Pick those up. And then we're going to put platforms in this whole area. we end up doing is grill, 1, 2, 3. We don't need this road. Prioritize that as well. So you can see how like organically certain things are coming around to what we need. They can walk around here, so that's why they're not like super freaking out. But we put in grill here. Bakery. Craft that lantern. Alright. That may end up being a good place for a tapper. So bakery. Need that. Oh. Move that road? No. Oh, we can move that. Bakery, bakery, bakery. Platform. Get it done. I love being able to get things done. I remember several episodes ago where I'm just like, nothing works. Can't do anything. We're gonna take out the path. Yes. Path that way. Path that way. Just in case we want stairs, that makes more sense. And Alito is the doorway's here. I can't put 2 showers. I can only put 1, even if I do that. Like that's slightly cleaner. And that'll allow us to get this out of the way. And we can start looking at some irrigation from here, and that'll help with our farmers. We won't need any of these warehouses that these are using because we have food warehouses already. And if we wanted to, we could go up 1 more level for all the beavers that live here. But I mean, they're just loving the potatoes. They're loving the bread. We could do another warehouse for like the grilled spatterdock and the maple pastries, and that wouldn't be a painful thing. All right. So yeah, that takes care of those. And now let's talk about the grills. And we only need 3 grills. Let's see. Bread, cattail crackers, maple pastries. They're next highest. Next highest. Next. We're still struggling a little on limbs. Most of that is because of power. Alright. so those are up and running. Destroy. 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 Oh, we need storage. That looks like a perfect place for maple syrup storage. So we'll put that in. Maple syrup and obtain. And we can set that to empty. Our priority. Do it. That's going to give us another place to put a campfire. All right, so back to grills. They're so small that probably 1, 2, 3. Get it built. Get it built. Recipe: grilled potatoes, grilled chestnuts, grilled spattered up. Okay. So when they build those, we'll be able to get rid of the rest. And like, that'll clean this area up. That cleans some of this area up. Jeez. I may decide to move this just a little bit, you know, move it over 1. We're not on any irrigated land or any green land, so that's okay. Still at 12k food, 13,000 ingredients, so like these 2 columns are great. This is still worryingly low, but our gears are starting to come up. They're just burning through the paper too, so that's fine. We can probably put a couple more printing presses in place. Like, what's it take? Plank and paper to make a punch card, and this one just use just the paper. Our paper supply is dwindling. That's again a power issue, not a beaver issue. Before we go, just so you can see this detonates. They are working on these. Waiting on material. I'm gonna have to put a set of stairs in here. Just so they can get down here and clean this up. That's fine. We're gonna have to make some changes with this. I mean, I want them to be able to walk through all this stuff, but we'll be able to fill this in. So trees here. Okay, that's fine. So when we come back, we're gonna have to get some farmland back up. Maybe this makes the most sense for the farmland that we're doing. I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to move it somewhere else. I would do like that irrigation. But we're looking good here. No power here, obviously. This is ready, so let's go ahead and detonate that before we go. We still need to clean that up. No storage space. So. Yeah, maybe it means we do some warehouse district down here. I don't know yet. But but we do need to open these back up. And that. And look at it. We still had a whole lot of water here. That drought did not last very long. Pretty impressive. So, well, that's where we are. So this was a little bit of a cleanup episode. We did demolish the slums, as we'll call it. And that's where we are. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them behind. And I will catch you all next time. Thanks, everybody.